It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Dragons' superstar wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Vancouver taking on the Dragons of Brooklyn. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Vancouver club, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Tucker now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Holding offense. We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Well, you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of the opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Tucker now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on...
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch him back.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hillman. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Ellsworth. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Up the middle they go. It's Ryland. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Ellsworth. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are decided to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Ellsworth. Caught here by Griffin. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 108 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a cap around this season.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Back to throw again. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. They'll look to throw again. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dragons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on it, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Tucker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hillman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this 1st quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Hillman. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Completes it to Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Riley to about the 40-yard line. When you look at this defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's man. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Ellsworth. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
21-3 is your score after 1. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Looking to throw. Ellsworth to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it.
And this is going to be intercepted. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Hillman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Hillman. That's caught by Tucker. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it. But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Ellsworth. He finds his man. Complete. It's Griffin. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Ellsworth. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7. First down, Lumberjacks.
Back to throw. Hillman.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, we seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ellsworth. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Riley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 30, down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw. Ellsworth. His throw incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Throwing again. Ellsworth. On the slant, he's got Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Riley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd 7.
Looking to throw. Ellsworth. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Off play action. Hillman. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Hillman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Hillman. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Throwing after the interception. Ellsworth. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tucker now to return it. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Hillman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14.
On 1st down, Hillman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again, Hillman. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 14.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Hillman. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hillman. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Lumberjacks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. One more go for this offense in the first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Still 1st down.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Ellsworth. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
On second down now, it's Riley. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Powering forward.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Back to throw. Ellsworth. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run on first down. Riley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, it's Riley, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Riley, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Brings up second down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's man. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down, Ellsworth. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Open man is Tucker.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Hillman. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st down, Lumberjacks.
Looking to throw. Hillman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And Davis with it left side. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Ellsworth. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Off play action. Ellsworth. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they had 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Hillman toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Vancouver 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Hillman. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Hillman. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Hillman. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Riley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
92 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Riley. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Riley. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Tucker. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Looking to throw. Hillman. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hillman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The fullback dive held up short, and as a result, possession switches hands. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They run. It's Tucker. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
45-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll run with Tucker. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the ground, it's Tucker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
On 2nd down now. It's Tucker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down, Hillman. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Brooklyn, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Vancouver, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.